Hi everyone, welcome to Gateway Lectures. Here we have a good Bethrin question, good important model question in fluid mechanics. Many questions can be framed in this manner. Let's go through the question. A 15 centimeter diameter thrust bearing. So this is a question of bearing which involves a fluid thrust. Okay, a 15 centimeter diameter thrust bearing consists of a pad rotating on another pad separated by an oil film. So there is a rotating pad and it is supported by the fixed pad. So there will be a fixed pad in the base and there will be a rotating pad. In between there will be a fluid. That fluid will be mostly an oil. So it will be an oil having some viscosity. So to maintain the cushioning between these bearings. So bearings are mostly used to bearings will be mostly used to damp the vibrations. Okay, because bearing will have viscosity. Due to viscosity there will be friction. So friction is nothing but damping. So there is a rotating pad and this bearing property, it rotates, and the dynamic viscosity of the oil is given as 90 centipoise. 90 centipoise is nothing but 90 newton second per meter square, and the thickness of the film is 1.2 mm. Calculate the power dissipated in the bearing if it rotates at 120 rpm. If suppose the bearing rotates at 120 rpm, what will be the power dissipated? So since bearing will be rotating, for rotating we need to give some external power, but some part of the external power will be used to overcome the friction here. So we need to calculate the power here. We know generally we'll take here power is nothing but torque into omega in case of rotation, and torque is nothing but force into perpendicular distance, right? And here in case of these viscosity problems, generally force is given by simulating the shear stress. We'll just derive that. Since we know for fluid viscosity, tau is equal to mu into du by dy by Newton's law of viscosity, and the tau is nothing but F shear upon area of shear. So here since we will be assuming linear velocity profile in between in the fluid layer, so directly du can be written as v and dy can be written as h. So that is nothing but Fs upon As. From that we will get Fs as mu As into v by h. This is the derivation for force here. That force when multiplied by radius will be here, but this equation whatever we derived will be used only when velocity is constant. So if it is between two plates, parallel plates, then we know always the velocity will be constant. But here in case of rotating case, as we move from this center, suppose we consider point A here, consider point B here, consider points here. So the velocity of A is not at all equal to velocity of B, and that is not equal to velocity of C because the radius is varying. But the omega is constant. V is equal to r omega. So as the radius increases, the velocity at that point increases. So Va is not equal to Vb is not equal to Vc. So we can't use this Fs is equal to mu As V by H. Instead we can use mu As in place of V, we can use r omega because remaining all parameters remain the same. So instead of this we can use r omega. So further to determine the value of torque, we consider a elemental area here. So this is an elemental strip considered at a distance of smaller, and the thickness of the elemental strip is dr. So we know for a complete circular area, the complete torque will be torque T, capital T. But for a small elemental strip, the torque will be dt. So dt is equal to, for small elemental strip, the force will be df into r. R is the radius from where we have considered the strip, and df we can write as mu a v upon h. So here mu in place of a it is dA, in place of v it is r omega, and the fluid distance is h. It will be a constant h into r, and here generally area is pi r square for circular thing. So for the dA will be equal to 2 pi r into dr. So substitute dA as 2 pi r into dr into r omega into r divided upon h. So from that we'll get dt is equal to, we'll just shift this aside and we'll get dt is equal to take out all the constant terms, 2 pi mu omega and r cube dr upon h. Right, now we'll do integration at center the torque will be 0, and at the extreme the torque will be capital T. And similarly, since torque is also varying as force is varying, and here also at the center radius will be 0 and at the extreme radius will be capital R. When we apply integration, we will get the torque T as pi mu omega capital R power 4 divided upon h. This is the derivation. So whenever in the exam we got such questions, we do not remember this formula, but if we remember this formula, we can directly apply the formula and get the answer. But if we do not remember the formula, doing this way we will get a little 2-3 steps derivation it is. So once or twice if we practice, it will be very easy. Then torque was finished. After finishing torque, we'll see power is nothing but torque into omega. Here we'll just go into the question. In the question it is said the diameter is 15 centimeter. If diameter is 15 centimeter, then radius will be 7.5 centimeter. That is nothing but 0.075 meter. And also mu is given as 90 centipoise, nothing but 90 Newton second per meter square. That is an SI unit. And film thickness is given as h is equal to 1.2 mm, that is nothing but 1.2 into 10 power minus 3 meters. So simply we'll substitute all the values and we'll get the torque. Torque is equal to, what is the value of mu? Torque is equal to pi into mu. Mu is 90 centipoise, that is nothing but 90 Newton second per meter square, into omega. We need to calculate omega. Omega is equal to 2 pi n upon 60. Nothing but 2 pi into n is given as 120 rpm. So 2 pi into 120 upon 60, we will get the value of omega, nothing but 4 pi. We will get the value of omega as 4 pi, that is equal to 12.5663 radian per second. Okay, pi into 90 into omega, pi mu omega. Omega is 2.5663 into r power 4, 0.075 power 4 upon h is 1.2 into 10 power minus 3. Since all we have taken in SI units, we will get the answer in SI units, and the torque value is equal to 46.8418 Newton meter. So we got the torque, but in question we were asked the power dissipated. So power we know, it is nothing but torque into omega. So power is equal to torque is 46.8418 into omega is 12.5663 radian per second. From that we will get the value of power as 588.628 watt, and this is our answer. Thanks for watching. And many questions can be framed. Here we have taken a thrust bearing. A general bearing can be framed. In general bearing we will have a fixed surface here and also another fixed surface here. There will be a cylindrical body rotating here, right? There will be a cylindrical body rotating here. There also will take a center here also, but here on the complete outer periphery the value of velocity will be the same. So on every point on this outer periphery, anywhere, the value of velocity will be the same. So here also we can make a derivation, and also there can be a case like a conical, there may be a conical shaft rotating in a conical contour. There is a fluid in between. There also we can take an elemental conical area here. This conical part we can consider. Here it is r, here it is r plus dr. In this way we can make a derivation that we will be solving many questions further. Thanks for watching.